I want to ask both of you, which do you think is more difficult to do, playing goaltender in the National Hockey League or wide receiver in the NFL?
Adam, why don't you answer first?
Well, I answer first, of course.
You got the easier position. Go ahead.
So I was a goaltender as a kid on the pond back in Detroit Lakes, and I was pretty talented. The great thing about goalies, you don't have to move much. You just kind of stand there, you watch the game, and then when a puck comes at you, you catch it, right? And you don't have to move and catch it. Well, at receiver, you have to run full speed, stop, break down. There's someone in your way trying to defend you, and you still have to catch the ball. So,
have you seen Stalock play? He doesn't stand still in there.
He's never in the net.
That's a great point. He scares the crap out of me. I'm sitting there behind him this whole game, and he's scaring the crap out of me. He's coming out there trying to score a goal. Who knows what he's doing?
Now, Alex, it sounds like Adam made a pretty good point there. I mean, he made a good case for that wide receiver's more difficult than playing goaltender. What's your response?
Yeah, that's a great case, Adam, because you mentioned that you have someone standing in front of you trying to stop you from getting the ball, and I don't know if you watch hockey, but there is a lot of traffic as well. You mentioned stop and starting and coming out of routes. The goaltending position, I think all we do is stop and start and go back the other way. Catching balls, you mentioned, as a goalie, we got to catch a puck as well. Lastly, I know as a goalie, too, your ideal ice time for a night is to play 60 minutes, and I've watched a football game before, and I've seen maybe you take 2 hard reps, and I'm not sure how long each route you run is, or whether you cut it short or finish your route off. I'd have to ask Cousins, but then I think you trot to the sideline and you take a breather. See, we don't get breathers like that. We got to stay on the ice. So I don't know. I understand. A wide receiver probably is tougher. You're right.
This is great.
Wow.
I always love that one.
Well, Adam?
Well, I did notice that there is actually a ton of traffic in front of you, which 99% of the time they block the puck for you.
I didn't mention that. I didn't mention that part.
Yeah. You kind of conveniently left that out, didn't you?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it'll happen.
No, but it was good. That's good. We actually trained together. Adam and I work out at the same gym, and I finally said, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 years ago, you were just at the end of the summer training, and the hockey guys were just coming in. But I asked, we have 25 yards of turf, and I lined up. Did I go 3 yards off you, and I stayed with you pretty good?
Yeah, Al he swears, again, this is true statement. He swears he can guard me. And he said he played corner in high school.
All conference honorable mention, junior year, South St. Paul. Look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
But I have seen him work out, and he looks like a goalie, which I'm not saying if that's good or a bad thing.